What's going on, people? Back again, another episode of Footy Talk. Yo, my guy, what you saying, bro?
I'm all good, man. I mean, last time we spoke, you know what I'm saying? All this madness had not kicked off, so it's been a wild couple of days. I'm not gonna lie,
bruv. It is. It's been a wild couple of days, but bruv, football's weird right now, bruv. It's weird right now, bro. It's just a load of nonsense. Do you know what I mean? And you know what it is? I think most of the stuff that we're gonna read between now and probably the end of the season is just gonna be speculation. You know them ones. I've seen loads of news and that, and I think most of it's bullshit. And I think that people are just trying to feel stories. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a certain anxiety around football at the moment. So when you're hearing stuff about owners are gonna sell, there's some nonsense. Someone saying that they're saying in Britain they're gonna try and do like a breakaway league with the Scottish clubs and all these other. Bro, it's all rubbish, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just man just trying to fill newspapers at this point.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. Like every single day there seems to be something new. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the Super League, then we look at the Champions League coefficient and rule with their little new format, and then you look at the British Super League now. It's just like it's nuts, man. Every single day it's just something else. It's ridiculous,
bro. And that's what it is. I think the majority of the stuff that we are reading right now is just speculation. I don't think any owners are going to sell up right now because we're in the middle of a global pandemic, bruv. Don't make no sense to sell right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So when man are saying that, I think man are just literally jumping on the hype of all the attention that's around the football and the speculation. It's almost like a little soap opera right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I was comparing it to Game of Thrones, blood. That's what it's looking like right now. Perez moving mad. Do you know what I mean? Clubs pulling out of these things. Then they're saying man are going to sell and all these other things. Come on, bro. Like these things were in the works for years. There's no way man's going to say, all right, cool, didn't work, I'm going to sell now, bro. Like, these are businessmen. They don't make knee-jerk reactions. Nothing about these businessmen, it's not bloody, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's all calculated, man.
Yeah, it's all calculated, but it's not reactive. You know, they're not as reactive as football fans. Do you know what I mean? They're not, because they're not emotionally invested in this thing, bro. It's a business thing for them. So they're not reactive. They're not impulsive. These men are calculated. Like, man are talking about the Glazers selling. I'm like, bro, Manchester United are second in the league. They're still bringing in record revenue. Why would they sell now? They're going to sell when they stop making money and the club becomes a liability instead of an asset. The club's still an asset. Do you know what I'm saying? So while the club's still an asset, why do you think that these men are just going to sell now after all these years of milking the club when they can milk it some more before they sell it?
You think these men are protesting on Saturday for nothing?
Bro, I don't think that many men are going to be out there, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think there might be 100 men out there. You can fit 78,000 men in the stadium and there's going to be 100 men out there. Gary Neville probably won't be out there. Scholes probably won't be out there. Nicky Butt probably won't be out there. Do you know what I mean? Them man just talk the things when they're sitting down in the studio getting paid anyway. But what are the odds that they're going to be out there in the streets 10 toes with the man them? They're not going to be there more than likely.
There's no money in that, so they're not going to do it. These people are paid actors, man. It's all listen, I don't want to go after a certain legend at Arsenal because I love the guy, but it's very fishy and if you've seen the like fair play, but it's very fishy how yes, it's been brought to light with what's happening, but we've known about these owners for time. I'm seeing legends of clubs. Why are you now speaking about it? Are you saying it because it's genuine? It might be, but is it because you want to be seen and heard saying the right things? You know, you weren't saying it when something else was on. So I have to question the credibility. And again, when you look at Sky Sports and BT and all of these things, they've done a number on the fans. They've made fans believe that they're the saviors of this thing. They're all cuts of the same cloth. They're all mugs. They're all thieves, man. There's no honor among thieves. They're just angry that they're being shafted. You know, they've been knowing about this. They're all, what people forget, these guys are all part of the same circle. They're saying what they're saying in the public, in the private, you know, they're probably all together in it. So it's atrocious, man. You know, I don't mind people protesting and making noise, but we're gonna need a concrete plan. Fans need to understand that it's not gonna be one and done, whatever club you support, and it ain't gonna really do much because, like you said, they're businessmen. These clubs have been failing. You know that they wanted us to be in a league of complacency, so nothing ain't gonna change right now. Sad, man.
Absolutely, bruv. And you know what it is, it's like, bruv, these men have been lying to us. And you know, the only thing that's kind of upset me about this whole thing, it's like now football fans want to open their eyes. But for how long? because they're so reactive, bro. Like, guaranteed this summer, Man United signed Jadon Sancho and all these.
And
man
then man
forget.
will stop it. And that's it. And
Bro,
it's the same
what?
with Arsenal. We should have been doing it when we won the FA Cup, myself included. Keep the same energy at all times. You know, Arsenal fans are always big on Kroenke, and I'm not criticizing them, but we've all seen it. We win 3 games. Oh, you're negative. Allow it, man. There's a time and a place. Allow it. Bro, we have to make noise all the time.
It's true.
Bro, that's
They'll
how
be
it
like, oh,
goes.
but we won. You're so negative.
That
This
time
is
and
it.
place thing is too funny, bro. That's too funny, that time and a place.
How can it improve if we're doing that? Like,
time and a place thing.
this is it. We're the same energy. If anything, whatever what man say about Arteta, the minute he won that FA Cup, then you should have pushed it and said, all right, cool. There might be something in this guy, there might not. But one thing's for sure, he can't do it with Kroenke. Either way, it didn't happen, man. Didn't happen.
Absolutely. And that's what it is. And then you look at Fiorentino Perez. My man saying it's impossible to make signings like Mbappe and Haaland in general, not for Real Madrid, without the Super League. Bruv, he was only thinking about himself in this thing. He was talking about, strengthening other teams. Nah, bruv, you're in debt of like 900 mil, blood. You got a new stadium, that's being financed, bruv. You man are playing in your training ground right now, and you got a skip in your car park, blood. It's peak. You know, like that. You man needed this Super League, blood. Bruv, that's what it is. They're pissed, fam. You know, like that.
It's true.
You're an Arsenal fan, so you've seen, how much money you have to cut back when you're moving stadiums and refurbing and doing all these other things. It costs big boy money. And Fiorentino Perez was not expecting to be able to not do that. He wanted to go back to the Galactico days, blood. You know what I mean? But
in the face with
at the expense of all of us.
Facts.
You know, like that. So bun that guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. He's an absolute pagan, bro. And that's why when I look at all these man, we all know UEFA are snakes. We all know FIFA is snakes. We all know that Qatar shouldn't have got the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? We also know that UEFA favors certain teams in the Champions League. We see it all the time, bro. Like, English teams notoriously get robbed, blood, like at some point in the competition every season.
Every year, man. Van Persie being sent off and that.
Bro, I remember when Nani got sent off as well against Bayern Munich. But I remember bare different things. Chelsea got bumped against Barca. I'll never forget that. Do you know what I mean? And then Iniesta scored in like stoppage time. No, but that was disgusting, bro. Because Chelsea should have like 4 penalties in that game.
Yeah, you lot got zanged that game. Absolutely zanged. Absolutely zanged.
Man, know that UEFA are dirty, bro. You know them, man.
That's putting it nicely. Scumbags, man.
Dirty. Most of them man should be in jail. But you know what? Make your money, whatever, but not at the expense of the fans, innit?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When man start doing them things, we're talking about a whole different thing. Whole different thing altogether. Do you know what I'm saying? What's this man saying? Pushes me even more to say he wants a president that would obey him. Exactly, bro. Perez is trying to move like Thanos, blood.
But even then, like, it's him. This Alexander, he's on the same stuff. So it's like I find it difficult when fans pick a side. It's like they're all scumbags. Like, you know, they all got dirty hands complaining about the other one. It's like you're on the same thing. They're all mafia dons. In a weird way, I kind of get the clubs. I kind of get the clubs direction and wanting to put it in their own hands, but we're at a place where you can't trust none of them. It's the devil we know and the devil we don't know.
But the thing is, if the clubs want to put it in their own hands, then you can still do that, but you don't have to involve these other teams. You know them ones. If every club looked after themselves, and they had a collective agreement within England, what was acceptable and what was the protocol, I don't think too many man would be too upset, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No. But the problem is with this, like, bruv, Perez wants to be president of Real Madrid and of this thing, bro. So man wants to just rule football.
And you know the rules will start changing as well. Like I've said it will. Arsenal and Spurs fans would, if we did happen, we'd be pissed because all of a sudden it will go from everybody getting 3 points something bill, but people say, "Hold on, Arsenal, what are you doing? Let's cut that. Let's do this. Let's do that." And then people are gonna start leaving it. You know, these clubs just act in self-interest, man. And I think every club has been highlighted in that regards, man.
And that's what I mean.
It's everybody's got their hand in the same cookie jar, trying to pretend like they didn't steal shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like
putting the cookie in their mouth and saying, "No, I'm not. I ain't eating none." And their mouth's full of shit.
Like when you catch a kid with like stealing, food out the pot, bro. Like, you 100% took food out the pot. I can see it around your mouth, bro.
Yeah, stealing potatoes and praying, "Mummy, don't catch them," and that.
100%. And you can't trust the UEFA, you can't trust FIFA, you can't trust the new structures, you can't trust the new Champions League format. You can't be looking at you can't even be looking at the clubs because who runs the clubs? Kroenke, Henry. You can't trust these brothers either. You can't trust nobody on these streets.
Kroenke-
He's every man for themselves.
Kroenke's got no morals, yeah. You just look at Arsenal, yeah. He's, Vinay, whether he's right or wrong, Vinay is now going to get grilled by the fans. Arteta having to answer questions. Players, for obvious reasons, are going to be put into it. He's now throwing his own son into it because I think there's an Arsenal fan meeting sort of thing. His own son, Josh Kroenke's there. Now, why is it taking this to get there? When this man took over my football club, he said he wants to do a regular meeting with fans. Where's that happened? They are scumbags. I think people really underestimate how little these people are in terms of how they do things and their honor and their self-dignity. You don't get to where they're getting through by doing things ethically. So they're scumbags. And the owner of my football club sums it up the best because he's doing it in other sports. Like, it's madness. Absolute madness.
100%. And that's what I said. These men don't get to where they are in life being fully ethical, bro. There's no way to become a billionaire without exploiting things and people, bro. There's no way, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when one man, yeah, can have more peas, yeah, than literally 99% of the whole planet put together, yeah, something ain't mathing, blood.
You knew he's on something. You
know that these men will do whatever they need to do, bro. If you're not completely profit driven, you don't make that much money in the first place. Because that kind of money that you make is not accidental, fam. So when men are going on like they can't believe these men did it, believe it. Do you know what I'm saying? Believe it.
Where have you been? Take your head out the sand, man, because it's real life.
All these men are crooks. But the bottom line is, yeah, like every club, yeah, has a history. It has a soul, blood. When men are trying to remove the soul from football clubs, and the soul's already been removed from mine, but when men are trying to take football away from the fans, that's when I'm like, yo, bun this. You know the one, I'm bun this, because obviously UEFA and FIFA, them man are thieves, blood. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know what I mean, as I said, better the devil you know, innit, than the angel you don't, fam. These things are not real, blood. They're not real. All these things about, yeah, Super League's gonna help the other clubs, yeah, because of the trickle down effect. No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. It's gonna become the main league in the world, like a franchise league, like the NBA, and then all the other leagues away from it are gonna literally cease to exist, yeah, with any sort of quality, bro.
Yeah.
So man are saying it's gonna exist alongside. Perez is talking out his asshole, bro. He just wanted to sign bare players for Real Madrid and give them the power to go back to where they were, because he understands, yeah, that apart from if they're not playing Barcelona, no one don't want to watch them. No one don't want to watch them. He can say, yeah, El Clasico is the biggest game in football, but guess what? When he's not playing Barcelona, who's watching Real Madrid, bro? Who's watching it, bro? That's the reason why the TV money's not there in Spain. It's not there because outside of that game, man don't want to pay to watch that league, bro. The quality's high, but the excitement's not very high. It's not an exciting league. It's very slow paced. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's very predictable as well. Very predictable. If Real Madrid are playing Levante, yeah, you know they're going to win 6-0, blood, man. And what's the point watching it? What's the point? Do you know what I mean? Man United losing at home to Sheffield United, blood. How many times do you see that in La Liga? So that's just all it is, bro. Like, different gravy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So when Fiorentino's talking all this crap, bro, he's waffling, bro. He's a pagan.
Absolute waffling.
I mean, you man saying John Barnes was speaking facts, but I ain't seen no quotes, guys.
Oh, dead that, man.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen no quotes. Put the quotes in here anyway.
I saw a video. He actually, I saw a video.
He probably was, but dead that, man. Dead. John Barnes dead that, man. Dead that. Like, I know. Listen, you have to get not get at the messenger and get at the message. The message was facts, but dead that, man. No John Barnes praise, man. Because when he goes back to Kunin, what are we gonna say? Dead that. There's a reason he's always called upon. F him, man. I ain't got time for that. Dead that, man.
So I mean, football's a global sport, and to take care of it, we must play more competitive matches. Man said, take care of it. Take care of yourself, blood. That's all man wants to do. Let's stop pretending.
Facts.
Let's stop pretending that he's thinking about anyone other than Real Madrid and himself, blood, because he's getting the peas.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So them man on some fuckeries. Obviously, Chelsea ran up on the bus, shut down the thing. Perez is trying to say that someone paid them to do that.
Even Czech got done dirty in that. Like, that's why Romans are scumbag. They're all scumbags. Why is Czech chatting to fans and putting himself in danger? But this is where these clubs, if you loved any of these clubs, they're all scum. It don't matter what club you support. They're all scum.
But to be fair, Petr Cech, yeah, like, he got off the bus, innit, because he knows where he stands within the Chelsea
community
folklore. Yeah, they're
He
not
knows
gonna.
he can
They're,
say
they're,
that.
they're not
shouldn't
gonna.
feel
They're not gonna
compelled
move
to do
to
that,
it.
fam.
You shouldn't have had to do that.
The way it is, you can't. Check's not safe, you know. Man might get bland on the fence now. Like fans don't care anymore.
No,
Like,
no,
plus,
no, trust.
all it takes. You remember what
check
he
is
was
safe.
when he went Arsenal, and it's long for him, bro. He shouldn't even be put in there.
check is safe. Just
Oh, there's some real fans that don't give a crap about all of that, mate. Like once you hear that, all right, mate, like it's long, fam. Couple beers, man, are on it. Like, it
Get
gets
in the way,
long.
get jiffed on the front line.
Oh,
blood.
my
Please,
God.
check just looks
Swear
like an
down.
average civilian when the beer's in the system. Like it don't matter. Like,
Yeah, check
Absolutely.
had a lot of confidence to step off that bus. Just
shout out to him for that, though.
Yeah, had to be done.
No, I respect that, but it shows you, yeah, that there's still a soul in that club, blood. Like man call that them man plastic all the time and this, that, and the other for bands. But bruv, look at the man they got in there, bruv. Petr a proper football man. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. Like he genuinely cares, innit? And even Chelsea, like I think Perez is indirecting them slightly because he knows that really Roman wasn't really fussed with the league, bro. He didn't really care about it. That's why he's insinuating like who sent the fans out there. He's trying to say that Chelsea orchestrated the whole thing, blood, because they wanted to pull out of it.
But it's no surprise that Chelsea and Man City were the weakest ones in terms of like loyalty to the league because they're the richest ones. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The P's, bro. Chelsea and Man City do not need the P. I think we were the only team in that league that turned over a profit. I think last year or something like that. I saw some sort of statistic. Man City definitely don't need the P's. They're run by a whole bloody country, bro, a whole royal family. So the thing is with Chelsea is that like when they protest properly, do you know what I'm saying? Like none of that Tottenham thing, you know, Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber outside playing the guitar and whatnot outside the stadium. I don't know what that was all about. Brother was buying plates in the shop.
Well, I've seen Tottenham fans with beers. When I see the beers, and in football fans in general, when I see the beers, I know it's not really adapting. It's a day out now. Like, probably Arsenal fans do the same thing. It's a day out for some man.
Plates and shit outside in the shop before he was protesting. I was like, how can you be buying from the mega store and protesting at the same time? It don't make any sense, bro. So. Listen, I'm just happy the Chelsea fans were at least serious about what they were doing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what Tottenham protest was looking like.
I don't know. It was looking kind of naked still. There weren't too many men in there.
Fam, I've seen classrooms bigger, fam. I'm telling you, it was ridiculous, bro. Classrooms back in school were bigger than that, bro. It was ridiculous. And listen, it'll be interesting to see what Arsenal do on Friday. I'll be looking. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be
with the Man United one. Let's.
Do you know what? Even if it, do you know what? I think that's the sad thing is that the verbal and what actually happens are two different things. Because there's some people that are, you know, I'm going all the way and things like that. And you know, when you look at Chelsea, for a team whose soul was just there in 2004 and have been a small club in that regards, they're doing quite well. Matisse, I got to get it out of the blocks early doors, man. I had to, man. But I'm serious, man. It's upsetting, man. And even Arteta today defending Kroenke, like I get it, you're in a rock and a hard place, but tell him, man, believes in this thing, he believes in this club. No, bro, no, he doesn't even believe in you because he's not surrounding you with proper stuff. Like it's upsetting, man.
Yeah, it's mad. He believes in him, but at the same time, he's putting him in. Kroenke's the one putting him in precarious positions to even keep his job by underfunding him. Right.
Oh, not even that. Like the common deed. This is why it gets annoying because even if you listen, it's their club in it. I don't agree with it, but at the same time, what can man really tell them to go and do it? What you could do is at least brief these managers, whether it's Tuchel, whether it's Arteta. It's like they were fed to the wolves. They didn't even give them a PR thing. You know, they're in a rock and a hard place, and this is why even now I get someone like Vinay, who you know is in Arsenal terms, he's a key man in terms of making this happen. As much as I criticize him, you know, you're just doing the bidding of the owner. So I can still be vexed at you, but you're doing what you're employed to do. It has to be a straight owner thing, surely. You know, he is a puppet. They're all puppets.
What did you man think of the Henry speech? Because some said they could see the prompter through his glasses.
Nah, you know what it is with the Henry thing, yeah? You know the amount of times he said your club instead of our club?
Yeah.
It was like, I was just, you know, I'm looking at language, innit? And I'm thinking, how invested is this guy really in it? Because there's no way Roman's talking about Chelsea like it's not his, bro. You know the ones, he's not talking about it like, right, you'll see, he didn't say we and our club and you get me, it was your club. And I'm like, hold on, don't you own it? Cuz I'm thinking this is a bit mad, bro. You seem very detached from this whole situation, blood. You know them ones where man are just sorry that they got caught.
Oh, That
You
was
know
like
the-
Arsenal's.
You know-
We tried
you know
to
that
do
meme?
that whole "woe is me," innocently made a mistake. Stan Kroenke's name isn't even attached to the apology. I couldn't believe Arsenal fans were being was being praised by fans for being one of the only teams for saying sorry. You don't deserve no sorry. No one deserves to be praised for saying sorry. This thing, you're all scum. Like, this is where we need to get to.
Arsenal came out with some big ass apology. You know that brother in that meme that's in the courts. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, Lidge, you're not sorry.
Fam.
Because if the reaction was positive, like wrong is wrong and right is wrong. If there was, it would still be wrong. But if from all of us it was positive, you know these clubs wouldn't be having any conscience. They're just scumbags.
No chance, bro. No chance. These brothers be like, oh, they're cool with it. Yeah, all right, cool. Let's go.
Lidge,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Henry
don't
was a
like
funny
any
guy.
of them apologies. I don't like any of them apologies, bro. You know them ones. It's just like
Man
when
United.
when man get the apologies from Gucci and that after they release a whole
Yeah,
blackface
the racist thing. Yeah.
It's like, bro, how long was this thing in the works? How many eyes did this go past, yeah? And you didn't see it was a bad idea at the time. Now all of a sudden, yeah, you get a backlash and now you're sorry, blood. Nah, bro, you had enough time for this to marinate and it was cool with you.
Lidge.
So do you know what I mean? You never thought about, or you did think about the consequences and repercussions, and you didn't care at the time. So why do you care now, bro?
Fam, these brothers like plotted to murder someone, fam, and they run the thing for like years and years, and then when they get caught, they're like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Bro, you've been plotting this. It wasn't
That's what I'm
reactionary."
saying, bro.
And that's what people don't understand. These lot are smart, you know. They know that most honest individuals, you know, we can forgive someone in general. We can listen to someone. They'll play. People don't clock. They play upon your heartstrings. This is why in my live stream I was breaking down Arsenal's thingies. You know, they were very smart in owning the mistake and whatnot. Like they've got to remember these clubs are just loyal to coin. No matter what they say, don't fall for it. You know, it's crazy.
Man United's apology was 2 lines, you know.
Yeah.
Bruv. And Levy didn't even apologize. He said, listen, bruv.
Another one, he don't give a crap.
Yeah. He's a cold brother. You know them, man.
Yeah.
It's true though. Even like, you know, I know we gave Chelsea some credit. Fam, Chelsea didn't apologize in their statement. I was like, what? I was like, so at what point are you man apologizing? I was like, do you know what? I don't even really want the fake apology anyway, so it's cool. Do you know what I'm saying? The thing that Chelsea board are lucky with is because none of their names were on the co-chairman list, we don't really know who to pin blame on. Like,
yeah,
Roman's got to take responsibility because he's the owner. You know, Bruce Buck, he's on the board. All these brothers on the board got to take responsibility, but we can't, you know, witch hunt because we don't know which one it was. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's why it's the owner's thing.
You man are lucky because you just got a list, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? You just got a co-chairman list to just go after, and that's just easy. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not even on them because it's puppets for me. You go after the shepherd, bro. You go after the shepherd, and the farm ceases to exist. You know, the lambs can't look after themselves. These are all different guys. If I go after Vinay, they're gonna clip him and bring in the next don. It's Stan Kroenke, it's Glazers, it's all the these, man. It's the owners first. You get rid of the shepherd, everything else is calm.
What an analogy that is.
It's real life,
absolutely. So man don't even know, people don't know who to be directing their anger to, this, that, and the other. You've got people defending this person, defending that person, saying this person's worse, this person's worse. Ain't really about that.
Literally.
It's not really about that. I see bare people trying to move the goalpost at the moment, trying to say, oh yeah, I understand why the clubs did this and I understand this and I understand that, bro. The end of the day, yeah, there's no football without the fans, bro. We've seen it during lockdown, how dead these games are to watch without fans. Even the most exciting games without fans are dead.
Yeah.
They're dead, bro. So how can any decision, footballing decision that's made without taking into account the fans, yeah, that make the game what it is wrong fundamentally.
Facts.
End of story, bro.
It's so dead, bro. Like, do you know how many like goals have gone in and like the commentators just flat because like what are you like? Do you know what I'm saying? The atmosphere is just dead, bro. Like there's nothing there. It's soulless. So nah, man, you need them fans back in stadiums 100%. But listen, if I have to say, yeah, I love the protests outside the stadiums. Obviously it worked for us to some degree. But if you man really want to protest, you need to stop buying them season tickets. You need to stop buying them training kits that come out every 3 weeks at Arsenal. You need to stop paying for all this shit. Because the only way, we've just seen it, the only way that people are going to fight is when money is at risk. money talks as per usual.
Well, I'm on the Schalke thing, really. If we could do what Schalke did after their
they were running man down, innit?
If we can run down Stan Kroenke and that, then boy, it's got. I think that's how it's got to be done, car. Bro, these Arsenal fans, every football fan's different in it. So I'm not trying to put Arsenal fans in the stick, but we all know if 10 people say they're not going to games, 100 men are fighting for those 10 spaces, and this is why I think we need more than just a tangible way. If it's either consistent, some sort of consistent movement, because we'll scream and shout. Again, tomorrow, what's going to happen? If Chelsea go and win, if you lot go and win Champions League, or you lot do whatever, and it's happy days for Tuchel FA Cup, is the energy still going to be there? Arsenal, if we win Europa League, energy still there. United are second, people might allow it. The energy just has to be there regardless of what these clubs do. And I honestly don't think it's going to be that.
I've seen a picture Troops put out of him hopping on a flight saying he's gonna go and find Kroenke. I'm just waiting for that video where Troops is chasing Kroenke down the street, fam. Same as the Schalke fans.
He won't even find Kroenke. Is Kroenke even real, bro? Is he died? Has anyone seen him with his old man? This guy might be the guy who made Bitcoin. He might not be alive, fam. He literally might not be a real thing. We don't know. No one can verify this.
It's just a name, It's a name.
It's a name. He's an enigma. Kroenke might be a strawman. It might be someone else that owns this club. Who knows? He's bookie. I've never seen him in my life. Crazy guy,
me, bruv.
You're absolutely
kidding.
You say?
Has he ever gone to a game at Arsenal?
He said he went to 14 games last season, but where is he? He comes to the FA Cup finals in that. Where is he, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're saying that Joe Glaze ain't been to a game in 2 years, blood. Now, I mean, and there's quotes. Some people are saying the quotes aren't real. Some people are saying they are. Certain journalists saying that Oli said that Joe Glazer loves the club or something like that. Certain man are saying it's not a real quote, but bruv, we've heard Oli say these things before, say that he's got a good relationship with them and how he's been backed. So as far as I'm concerned, until he comes out and says that he didn't say it, then he said it, blood.
And whether he said it or not, them man are puppets. They're gonna say that. Like,
bruv, he thanks his lucky stars every morning he wakes up, bruv. He shouldn't be in that job.
That as well. Facts.
No, he shouldn't be in that job, and he knows it. So because of that, he's not gonna say anything to rock the boat. You think he'd have come out raggo the way Pep's come out, bruv? He couldn't come out and talk like that, bro, because he don't have the backing of the owners like that, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Pep's got a key to that city now, bro. You know what I mean? Oli knows that he's there temporarily, blood, as long as he's a good boy.
Playing his position.
That's it.
Klopp and Pep got the power. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
They got the power.
100. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
If these men are Thanos, they've got one of the stones. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
100.
100%. They don't have a lot, but they got one of the stones. And if you ain't all of the stones, you already know what time it is. But when it comes to Oli, this brother's just thankful to even be in the film. Let's be real.
Yeah. 100%. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like 1.3 in here. Scottish Giants and Rangers are wanted. Again, I think this is speculation, bro. Just because the Super League's coming out, now this is coming out. If the Super League thing never come out, this wouldn't have come out. But what I would be in favor of is like a British Super Cup or something like that, where obviously we could have Celtic and Rangers, or the top 3 Scottish teams in the cup. Do you know what I mean? Get some Welsh teams in the cup. Do you know what I mean? Newport and that, bro. It'd be lit, bro.
Yeah,
I reckon I'd be 100%, and then maybe get some Northern Irish teams in there. Like man could get Glentoran or like Linfield or one of them teams in there. Bro, it'd be wavy.
It would.
I'm down for that. I'm 100% down for that, because that cup thing would be wavy. It'd create revenue. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man have already left the flipping EU, yeah. So they might as well be more inclusive with the other countries in Great Britain now. Do you know what I mean? It makes sense. A Super Cup I'd be here for. The league thing's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
But the cup thing, I'm there for it. You know the ones. What do you man think about that?
What, the Celtic and Rangers? It's the same sort of monopoly. Like, I mean, if it was like you said, if you make a standaway tournament, everyone bucks each other, then who could complain? Even if the Super Cup, the Super League was like that, who could complain? But you hear this sort of stuff with Rangers and Celtic all the time, and that's another thing, you know. People are getting at. This is what my point about all these clubs are shameless, because when Celtic and Rangers are ready to leave that league, no one could tell them nothing. When certain teams that are in the Prem now were in the Championship, and whether it was an empty threat or not, when they threatened to leave the footballing league because because of TV rights. No one said nothing. And I think it's a bit ironic seeing these same clubs, you know, draw out Liverpool. When you was in the same situation, you're all birds of the same feathers. You all know each other. Your kids all go to the same schools, and you've all, you know, all of you have bucked each other in life away from football. You're all mates. Like, they're all crooks. All of them.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the funny thing is with Celtic and Rangers is that apparently some Scottish fans feel like if they were to leave the league, that would be good because then they can fight for Champions League spots and fight for the title, and it would be a bit more of a, you know, fair competition. I think if you're gonna bring Celtic and Rangers, why not just put the whole of Britain into one team? You got Cardiff already in this thing. You know what I mean? Why don't you got the Welsh, some of the Welsh teams? Why don't you just put everybody in it and just say there's 12 teams in SPL, free. Separate them out. The 4 divisions, bang, there you go. You know what I'm saying? And just keep going down, because I don't see the point of just taking 2 brothers out and leaving the rest of them. Like, you may as well just put everybody in the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think a cup would be mad if you just take the top 3 from all the countries, slap them in a tournament.
Yeah,
slap them in a cup competition. It'll be jokes, blood. You know them ones there, bruv. Like, it'd be jokes, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'd be lit. No, bruv, it could, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Even if they just did it in pre-season, blood. Do you know, like they do, like they do
years or something?
Yeah, like they do the Super Cup, like the European Super Cup and that, bruv. Easy, you could do that. That could run. Do you know what I mean? Am I going to the protest on Saturday? Absolutely not, bruv. Man can't say the British Cup. Yeah, 90% of the people watch the EPL. Yeah, it doesn't matter, and it's still English football, blood. So it doesn't really matter where the people are watching it for. It's the English league, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's got a big audience around the world, but at the end of the day, it's still English. It's English and it's British football. It's here.
Yeah, it's in this country. It's like NBA. We all watch it, but it's American.
Same with wrestling as well, blood. You know what I mean? If you want to watch WrestleMania, you have to get up at 2 in the morning, bro.
Literally.
Yeah. We're not going to start calling it the World Series that only takes place in Britain, fam. That's not going to happen.
That's dead. Exactly. That's dead.
You know what I'm saying? And it's mad arrogant as well. Ain't the World Series. It's British, blood, if it's in Britain, blood. There is what it is. Ain't no world nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So for me, like, at the end of the day, regardless of who's watching it where, people will continue to watch it wherever they watch it, however they watch it, bro. But at the end of the day, it's still here, bruv. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's about revenue for the clubs or not, it doesn't matter. You still need to acknowledge your foundation. And I used that analogy already. Like, even with my YouTube channel here, yeah, man's closing on 60, blood. Do you think when man's on 600,000, yeah, that you man who are here at the beginning aren't important no more, bruv? You man are the most important people, bruv, because you're the man that's clicking the likes, that's strengthening the algorithm to allow other people to see me. So without you, man, the other 100,000 or 500,000 that comes later may have never found man, bruv. So if anything, you're more important than them, bruv.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? You always have to respect your foundations, bro.
And they're meant to be more loyal as well.
But there you go.
We're just there because it's looking like, oh, Rants, this and
right,
that.
There's bare man here already, so man's gonna kind of jump in. You know them ones. But before everyone else was watching around the world, people in this country were watching. You know, like that. So they're the foundation and they have to be the priority. They have to be. I don't care about percentages. Just like you, man, have to be the priority for me. All the content that I make now that you guys like, and that's the reason why you're here and the reason why you stay, man ain't going to get to like 500K and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to make new content for next man because there's a wider audience. Right. I know that the target audience for my content is a lot smaller than a lot of the other football channels because I actually want to talk about football. You know, like that. I know that. Right. However, I'm not gonna water down my content for a wider target audience. I'm not about to do that, bro. Whoever fucks with what man's doing now, and the reason why you man are here now, that's who I'm gonna prioritize. So man can't prioritize the foreign fans, yeah, when the domestic fans made this game what it was. Doesn't make sense, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a fuck everyone else. This is Britain. This is, bruv, stay true to your roots, bro. Because they wouldn't do it in any other country.
Facts.
They wouldn't. You couldn't do that with any American sport. I said it already. You can't tell these Super Bowl man that they have to wake up at 2 a.m. because we're going to play the Super Bowl in China this year. Bruv, that would you talk about? They'll burn down the stadiums, bro.
Exactly. They'll smash things up. Smash it up.
Everything would kick off if they said
I've seen them men win tournaments and still smash up the place. You know them ones there, bro. I've seen man burning cars and that after they won. Like, I'm not trying to be around for them things there.
Trust me.
Do you know what I mean? So you can't talk about globalizing the English game at the expense of the English fans. That don't make no sense.
Literally. I'm not trying to hear North London derby that's meant to be in the Premier League played in Miami. It's not helping us. Spurs barely Spurs barely have fans. Are they gonna have fans in Miami? Come on, man.
It's mad, bro. Super chat.
Shooting stray bullets today.
Yeah, bro.
You got it, fam. Have you seen, bro? Do you really want to? That's the only thing I've got. Because when I look at my football club now, on top of just being tired of them, I'm now sick of you lot. Because again, one thing that's harmed me with Arsenal is, you know, this year has showed clubs for what they are. You know, when they talk about integrity, values, all of these things, there's plenty of good positives for Arsenal. But when I look at the way we dealt with wages, in principle, with some of the wage cuts, now with the way we've handled this, and there's probably some things I'm missing out. You've had the opportunity to show clubs what you're about. So beyond the obvious and me knowing this club don't reflect me, it just makes me sick looking at it, quite. So organization with people who are immoral, like, and that's where you have an issue. So it's like, I'm stuck here.
But this is exactly why I ain't going to no protest, blood. Because literally, morally, yeah, I can't identify with this football club anymore. All the reasons why I started supporting this club, yeah, they've all died, bro. So now I'm just a fan. I'm not a supporter no more. I'm not supporting them. I'm not giving them any money. You know what I mean? I'm not buying no tickets. I'm not buying no merchandise. I'm not supporting in any way, bro. They're not getting a penny from me. You know, like that. And that's just what it is, bro. And I'll stay being a fan, yeah, and not a supporter until these owners get out. It's that simple, bro. I'm not supporting nothing. I'm not going down and protesting. You know why? Because I'm not going to the games when they come back anyway. So the fuck, it don't make no difference to me, bro. It made no difference to me, bro. I'll be watching everyone, bro. You get me? Man, enjoyed the Man City Aston Villa game yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll watch everyone. And if anything, I'll be watching more football than ever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because as far as I'm concerned, bro, until the Glazers fuck off, yeah, man don't support any club, bro. I'm just a fan, bro. That's all I am. But they don't have my support. It's that simple, bro. So fuck all that, bro. Them dead little apologies, blood.
Brothers talking about Miami games. These brothers just tried to change how many minutes we're gonna be in the match, fam. These brothers said we're gonna do a FIFA thing, set it on legendary level, but we're gonna play 4 minutes and a half.
And that's the thing. That's my thing with this. If it did happen, like you said, mashing up the time limits, you know, probably make fourth quarters, the number of subs to a stupid amount, you know. Again, what we would have seen is 1 minute Neymar's at PSG, the next week he's Real Madrid, then he's Barcelona. You know, it's getting mad, it's getting silly. If you want to do that gimmicky thing, make it something a separate entity in it. Don't mash up this thing because it's gonna get mad.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Call that team soccer, fam.
Yeah, you're right, bro. That's soccer, bro. Real talk. That's them man's thing.
That's what I'm saying. And yeah, big up everyone inside. You get me? Make sure you smash up the like. Big up everyone that watched the Rants reacts before, and that obviously man reacted to my team and that we played. It was a good game as well. I made my debut and that was lit. So that uploaded this morning. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. Bruv, there's nothing but speculation, bruv, and just I don't think there's ever been been a time where there's been more football news, blood.
You don't even get this in the transfer window, fam. You didn't get this in the transfer window for Arsenal. Now everything.
That's what I'm saying. The man said sports writing after winning American tradition. I didn't even know that. I just seen videos of man burning cars, bro.
Yeah, just moving mad.
No, I mean just burning cars and a man who never thought they won. That's what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? And Conte on the European is exactly. The sport should always be meritocratic. It should everything should be on merit, blood. Do you know what I mean? You don't have a right to be somewhere just because of who you are. Do you know what I mean? They're saying that these big teams want more influence on certain things. Nah, bro, it don't matter how much money you make here. You get one vote like everyone else.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Your vote as a Chelsea, or Arsenal, or Man United is the same as a vote from Leicester, a vote from flipping West Ham, a vote from Aston Villa, a vote from Newcastle. It's exactly the same.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You're 1/20th of the league, bro. That's what you are. It doesn't matter how much money you make in TV revenue. You get paid accordingly for that.
Yeah.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So why do you want any more Why do you want any more privilege, bro? That's a
They don't
joke
relish
thing.
competition, man. They don't relish innovation. You know, it used to be top 6, top 4, now it's top 6. Now, really, is it a big 6 better yet? Is it really? You know, that's one thing. You could argue the English game is already like America in the positive, that anyone can really do anything. But these, you know, anyone else, like if I'm Arsenal and I want to return to the top, then the obvious what we need to do, revamp several aspects, not try and just kid your way into a tournament where you can just reap rewards based off your history. It doesn't work like that. Their complacency, they all have complacency, all these owners, and they don't want to be innovative. They don't want to push it. They see it as safe. They just want it to be, okay, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, whatever, we're here for years, and that's where we're at. So
because they feel threatened, fam. Imagine if Nottingham Forest did this thing back in the day, fam. Are you mad?
Exactly.
They feel threatened because they see Leicester and they see West Ham taking their positions and they ain't qualified for this, that, and the third for years.
And they're scared.
To get all scared. Of course they're getting scared. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to keep your fears to yourself because no one else is interested in that.
No one cares. If you don't want to be scared, sign better players, do the business. Then, well, simple as that.
That's what I'm saying. Them man want to skip the part of spending more money, yeah, and improving the team. They just want to get the money just for being there, blood.
Invest nothing.
Because that makes it, they invest nothing, because then it's better for their profit margins, isn't it?
Yeah, facts.
Imagine if you can invest what you're investing now, but recoup an extra 350 million a season.
Bro. And for someone like Kroenke who does not give a fuck, like, you know, 3.4 billion. Like the wickedest thing with that tournament for me was you get more just for actually being in it than actually winning it. So where's the incentive? That tells you everything, you know.
Yeah.
Some Arsenal fans were trying to rationalize it as, oh, you know what? With that money guaranteed, it might become a level playing field. You can see it. No.
With that money guaranteed, it just means, yeah, that man have to spend less to make a profit. We're calm. Because they never been interested in winning, bro. And they're rewarding failure, blood. Because if you don't win, you're still getting paid, bruv.
This is it. And that's not how life works.
That's not how life works.
In life.
That's just Stan Kroenke opportunity to stick that money in the Revolut and switch up the currency to dollars, bro. Trust me. He's not putting that money into players. Are you mad? Have you lost your mind?
He's not doing a damn thing like that. And every week there's a think piece for Kroenke. Like even in the summer, I remember them saying, yeah, he was actually more hands-on. You know, the club went to him about part A, he made it happen. No, man, he didn't make a damn thing happen.
By the way, 15 founding teams. So once all the top players are playing for one of those teams, how are you going to get them out when everyone's earning bare peas? Like, that don't make no sense. So what? Mbappe comes out of PSG, goes to Real Madrid, and then what? How are Arsenal going to get Mbappe? How do you get that when Real Madrid are getting the same piece?
So
the only thing that's going to happen
when you want to sell players to guys that aren't even in this team or bring a manager that ain't in this initially, you know, they didn't think it through. Well, in fact, they did. That's what's scary.
Only thing that would have happened is like what? Everybody would just bought up all the players from all the teams outside the European League, and them leagues would have been even worse. Man, like Declan Rice would still not be kicking ball at West Ham, and there would have been peak for everybody. Like every other team outside that team would have ceased to exist. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can just get the loans. Whenever someone fails, you can get the loan. We'll just loan them back to you or sell them back to you. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll probably sell them to you back cheap because we don't need the money because we're getting 350 mil, whatever it is. So
that's why it's scary, fam.
No.
Absolute scary.
Absolutely scary. And people don't realize, that was surefire, to make every league, secondary, bruv. Listen to the words that Perez is talking about. Man's talking about entertainment, all these other things, bro. This guy wants that to be bullish. Yeah, he literally wants that tournament to be the pinnacle of football, the spectacle, the premium entertainment, which would automatically reduce the interest in every other league. But he's saying that it was going to help the other leagues. How is it going to help it? Do you know what I'm saying? This guy's an idiot, bro. If you listen to the language he's using, he's twanging you. He
doesn't believe a thing he's saying, man.
He doesn't believe anything.
It's the biggest.
He's like, yo, we're going to get all the eyes on here. We're going to get all the casuals watching us because we got the big names. We're going to have all the big clubs with the biggest fan bases anyway watching this. But you don't think they're going to lose interest in the games against the smaller clubs and the lesser clubs, and especially when a club knows I'm going to make 350 M's here, guaranteed, without having to exert myself, or I have to win this league to get 150. So I'm getting 200 mil here, even if I don't win anything. Why am I going to put any of my eggs in this 100 mil basket, bro, if I'm guaranteed 350 anyway?
It don't make sense.
Yep. None of it don't make sense. And he said, it's meant to supplement the Premier League. It was never meant to supplement the Premier League. It was meant to replace it, bro. That's what he was meant to do.
There's
you know what
even
I'm saying?
probably there's even rumors. I just see someone comment there that Woodward's even been done dirty. He was against it. So again, this is where even I don't believe that, but if he was, this is where you have to get the owners because they've using these lot as human shields. Like they made them look. Gary, I'm sure United fans have a lot to say about Woodward, and Gary Nev did the same. But you know, if you're gonna criticize, I just believe if you're gonna criticize a man or woman, criticize them for the right reasons. So if he has been done dirty in this regards, again, you need to look at the Glazers because Woodward's done a lot for them. Maybe not enough.
But bro,
United,
if Woodward's been thrown under the bus by the Glazers, you know what that tells you? They ain't going nowhere.
They're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. Damn, you're the fool guy. You knew this was happening once upon a time. There'll be a next one to fall on. They're not going nowhere. Feet are firmly under the United Old Trafford rugs and that.
That's what I mean. And what did Perez say about Gary Neville? Because bare people are saying that he sent for Gary Neville. This Perez, is chatting bare was for an old man.
Perez talks like Raiola, fam.
He does, but the difference is, Perez is like 70 something, bro. You know them ones, and he's talking reckless. Talking bare reckless. It's like, bro, man need to be focusing on cholesterol and that when you're them ages there, bro. You know them ones there. Man's out here trying to make enemies, fam. Nah, bro, he's a fucking idiot, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Someone needs to regulate him. You know, like someone needs to regulate, man. You know what I mean? 1 second. Most games involving top teams are dead. Where's the entertainment in that? It's true. Adding more money and more to lose. Dead, bruv. But this is the thing. Most of these big games are dead. And imagine if it's a league, it's not like a knockout competition. You know, when you're playing against Real Madrid over 2 legs, you know, in one of these legs, you have to go for it.
Yeah.
Facts. If you're playing them in the league, you'll be like, you know what? I'll take a draw against Real Madrid.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to park the thing off. Facts. Game's dead. 0-0.
Games.
Dead. You know, like that. There's no incentive for man to go for it, bro. None was because it's not a knockout competition and you can't get relegated, bro. It stinks of comfort.
Facts.
It stinks of it. So how's that going to be entertaining? That's going to be anything but.
When you 5 games in, when you clock, you can't do nothing. Then what? You're not going to qualify. Then what? What are you doing then? It's not like the group stage. Group stage is very short. Do you know what I mean? 6 games, very small group. That's
another thing as well. They said teams have to qualify. How the hell was the qualifying process? And obviously, these clubs that initially weren't in it to qualify, you're obviously going to face heat from the domestic leagues because the domestic leagues don't want to lose more, man. So how was any of this
garbage, bro? They left a couple slots open, and it was just going to become a bidding war for whoever can afford it.
Yeah. Apparently, Napoli asked to join as well, allegedly.
Yeah, bro. Like everybody's just asking if they can come in. Yo, we can offer this, we can offer that. Cool. And then we'll just 20s in, shut it down. It's like brothers.
Go on, hear you, bro. Boy,
Abramovich
dropped off his thing, bro.
Like man said, I think his battery probably died. Man said Ed used to work for JP Morgan and they're putting up the money. Exactly. So that's why I just don't even know if you know them ones there. But again, you see Manchester United, bruv. Man hired a whole PR brother, you know. So I don't believe anything that comes out of that flipping club.
This is it, because these clubs, this is it. When you're in a sensitive position like loving a football club, you kind of, not that you want to believe, but you'll subconsciously try to find some logic. And these lot are scumbags. They will say anything, do anything for that coin, you know. And the quicker fans, whether you support United, Arsenal, Liverpool, are united in this thought of these clubs, it's not going to get better. Like some people are probably sitting there and saying, "Oh, I'm an Everton fan. At least we've condemned them. Oh, I support Leeds. We've condemned them." You think your clubs are clean? They're all on this. It's just again. They ain't got the juice. They never got invited to this. They got invited, especially Everton. They're 100% joining if they were offered. After they got Usmanov and these guys, and they're trying to break into that and actually take what Arsenal used to be historically. If you never got invited, you can chat shit. Like it's simple as that. It's a shame, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And Joe Lewis, them man, I said that these men were gonna sell Tottenham anyway time ago. I feel like when you look at Tottenham right now, they bought the new stadium, they got the NFL thing. I mean, I think they haven't even sold the naming rights for the stadium yet, so there's money to be made there. The team right now needs a whole rebuild, innit? And I can't see them splashing the funds to enable to do that. And I genuinely think that the Jose Mourinho was the last roll of dice here to kind of get the Amazon documentary money up and then flipping hopefully win a trophy and then bow out after winning a trophy. You know them ones that say, "Oh yeah, we bought you a trophy," and then leave the rebuild to someone else.
Reset to what they were.
You know, like that, because the way they're playing right now and the way they kind of have to sell to buy big, unless they sell Harry Kane, yeah, which would massively weaken them. Like, I can't see them really challenging again, bro. Like, I can't. You know what I mean? The squad's too old. It just needs to be rebuilt, bro. It's just, and when I say old, it's just like old in football age, blood.
It's
like
stale.
A cycle of a football team is 4 or 5 years, bro. It's stale as hell. Liverpool's in a similar boat. The squad is stale, bruv. And the amount of changes Tottenham need to make, it's not worth it, blood. The man got Ryan Mason as the gaffer, yeah, with 2 experienced brothers as his assistants, bro. Do you know what I mean? Football's a mess right now.
Absolute mess. It's a shambles. Like it just shows me that no clubs really have a long-term ideas as to what they actually want to do. Really, apart from
man's got to go in 5 minutes. Perez is outside my door.
Who is? Perez. You're a joke.
Outside my door.
Madman. You know them ones there. You're a madman. You know what I'm saying? But no, and Perez, Gary Neville speaks a lot. Maybe I don't understand, but I think Valencia players didn't understand. Bruv, rotty.
I can't lie. That's good, man. That's golden. I'm here for this. I'm here for this messy stuff. I can't cap.
It's bruv, it is. It's scandalous, bro. Man are gonna start leaking nudes and that, bruv. Perez, you know, Perez had dirt on every single man that was in that meeting, you know.
Trust me, he's got everything on everyone.
100%. You know what I mean?
If you don't, he'll find it.
Filth. You know what I'm saying? Like Woodward got sacrificed. It's true, bro.
He did. They needed a full guy. He was that. Probably gave him a couple mil to hold that as well.
Yeah, 100%. So don't at all, yeah. Do not for 1 second think this is over.
Fact.
Like Perez is gonna be smoking these guys for a minute. Do you know what I'm saying? So nah, bro. Honestly, football's a madness. It's in a crazy place. I think we're gonna see a lot of nonsense, guys. I think it's very important to manage like what you're taking in, because I reckon 99% of it's going to be rubbish now. Now they know that people are proper looked into football. I've had people that aren't even football fans asking me what's going on, bro. So that's like, bro, it's making the news when the Prime Minister's talking about it and then all these other things. So right now, the heightened interest in football is gonna mean there's gonna be so much throwaway flipping news right now, bro. Clickbait central everywhere.
Fact.
I'm saying the US owners have to deal with Perez is outspoken, bro. Listen, I don't know, bro. I said Woodward got allowed, bro. What's wrong with man?
Yeah, the internet is crazy, man.
That's what I mean, bro. Man said, yeah, Fiorentino moving like Nino Brown and that, bro. It's mad. Yeah, blood. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And bro, this is the end for sale to buy clubs like Liverpool and Spurs. I agree. Rely on selling assets to rebuild. The Liverpool rebuild's too big. Spurs will be consistent relegation, but I don't know about that. But you know what I mean, Spurs are going to be competing with Everton and Leicester. That's where they're going to be down there. I don't think they'll be able to compete with United, Chelsea, and City at all, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Going forward, I don't think they'll be able to, and that's what I'm saying. So, hey, bro. It is what it is, guys. All I'm saying is it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see how football progresses. But honestly, I think you're going to see a lot of fake quotes, a lot of clickbait, a lot of fake speculation about Super Leagues and that British Super League. I think that's nonsense. I think all these things are just things to get you man clicking because they understand that people's interest is heightened right now.
It's a gold mine now. It's time to get some money, get some clicks on articles and get some bills paid, get people talking, and then they're gonna start pushing out other things, man. They're gonna start. You're gonna see new clothing. Arsenal, 100%. I bet we got a new clothing line gonna drop very soon in the next. Something dropping. 100%.
I got dip out, boys, but yeah.
That's calm, bro. Man are wrapping up now anyway. You know them ones there, man. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you follow the man. Them obviously the hyperlinks in the title. What you man got coming up for the rest of the day? Anything you want to plug before you man? Make sure you go and check out the Rants Reacts as well that I uploaded at 11 o'clock with my team's game from Sunday gone. What you man got coming up for the rest of the day?
My team's already gone out for the day, to be honest. My show, yeah, that was just done just before this. So all you can eat Chelsea, Eunice and Miz, just talking about British Super League, UEFA coefficient, the new system with the extra teams, and yeah, so it was mad.
Me, I done a preview for Arsenal versus Everton today. Tomorrow is watch along business in that same regards, and that's about it really. I'm not really got anything else. Couple reviews on the youth players, them, and that's about it.
There you go. Big up. You man heard it. Make sure you slap the like. I'm back again with Red Talk with Aaron and Flawless. So you man can fling all of those United quotes, Ollie quotes, all that news here into the show this evening, and we'll dissect that. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up my guy. Yeah, make sure you check out the highlights. Man made my debut for my club. Instant shellers and that. You already know what it is. So you man, make sure you check that out. Slap the like button, and I'm gonna see you man back here.